Hello, and welcome back to the Analogue Archive. One of the things we're going to be talking about today is the Pentax 6.7, one of my favourite cameras of all time, in fact. It's become more popular in the more recent years, so I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video around it. Now, with the Pentax 6.7, it is a 6x7 format. It's in the name of the camera itself. Now, you're looking at about getting 10 shots out of each roll, so you need to be careful with those shots before you fire them off. If you want to stretch that out to 20, the camera is compatible with 220 film. Now, over the 6 years that I've had this camera, it's been my go-to for the longest time. In fact, I'm comfortable in saying it's actually my favorite camera of all time. The way it feels, it even moves and operates just like your regular old 35mm SLR, which is great. So if you're unfamiliar with medium format film and you're a little bit worried, a Pentax 6.7 is a good start. It operates more or less the same as a 35mm SLR, just on steroids. Pentax 67's weight is always a common criticism that we see online, and it's a criticism that I tend to agree with. It's one of those cameras you will need to prepare for before you take it out for a spin. It's a very, very heavy camera, and it's not going to be one you can just have hanging off your neck from a strap. It's going to take preparation. I found I had a lot of support when I attached the shoulder strap to the wood grip, and I had it hanging from my shoulder, but even then it can take its toll. If you can manage the weight, you will be rewarded with some amazing quality pictures. There's a reason why this camera has been my go-to for the past 5 to 6 years. I have here the 55mm wide-angle lens for the Pentax. I've used it quite extensively over the years. It's kind of been my go-to for street photography for the longest time. So I'll show off some of the photos I have taken with this camera and this lens here. If you're ever curious about what kind of film type and what kind of chemistry I use to develop my photos, more than happy to answer any questions you may have in the comment section below. As you can see, I've also got the 105 2.4 lens for the Pentax. The image quality for this lens has been phenomenal. I've found it's rivaled some of my old Hasselblad gear I used to have, and this is why it's been my go-to for the longest time now. It's one of my favorite things about this whole kit, this whole setup, is the image quality from the Pentax 6.7 and its lenses has been nothing short of amazing. This is my favorite camera of all time, so naturally I can't recommend it enough. In saying that though, it is a rather heavy camera, so if you do have struggles with some of those heavier medium format cameras, you're going to find that same struggle here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's provided some insights that may be helpful if you are in the market for buying one. And if you'd like to see more of this content, just let me know in the comment section below. Have a great one, guys. This is Cody signing off from the Analogue Archive.